Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to episode 3 of A Nice Road to Glory. As you can see there, I listed up my entire team. I wasn't happy with it at all. It wasn't really playing well. It wasn't what I was looking for. I, as, I know you have to go with cheap players at the start of the game, but they're bad. Like, cheap players are bad this year. And I was kind of wondering what to do with these kind of discard players that weren't selling on the transfer market. Could have used them in bronze matches or offline matches and whatever in single player. Make it a bit easier. Would have got 7 games out of them, but I decided, just get rid of them now. I can't be bothered. I'm going to chuck them into that EA Access squad building challenge. Get that out of the way so I don't miss the cut-off point, which I think actually is in a few days now. So if you haven't done that already, get it done. I was really just seeing who I could get rid of here, and I managed to get rid of 1 bronze as well, which isn't bad. And we get our free little kit and our gold players pack, which I didn't realise was actually a really good pack to get. It gives you 11 players with 1 rare, which I was hoping wouldn't be silver, and it wasn't. We were in luck. We get Frey. I mean, it was a pretty terrible pack all in all. Probably looking at like Yanazai in there as our most valuable player as a 76 rated, which is bad. But at least we didn't get a silver rare. We can discard Frey at the very worst for 600 odd coins. So it's not bad. It gets you, what, like 3,600, 700 coins for doing that squad building challenge thing. And you can buy a discard team for 3,300 coins. So there's some profit in there, definitely profit to be made. So if you haven't done that, definitely get out and do it. You see, I was looking at Abel Hernandez's again, the recurring Abel Hernandez's. Abel Hernandez? I don't know how you pluralize Abel Hernandez. We're just chucking out some more 1,500 coin bids on him, selling him on for 1,800. It's just keeping the coins turning over. Emre Can, another player I'm still looking to invest in and hold on to until the full game comes out. But he's still a little bit out of the price range. I'm going to come back and see what's sold. My entire team's pretty much sold. These players, I was just like, they're not going to sell. I'll just get rid of them now. I can use those coins to buy other players and sell them, flip them for profit. I think it'll be much easier to do. At this point, I also had a change of tactic for my investment. I'd given up on Abel Hernandez, and I was looking at Brosinski and Patrick Van Aanholt, because Brosinski is realistically the only viable gold right back in the Bundesliga. He's the only one with good pace and decent defending and decent physical. And Van Aanholt's the only left back that's probably viable in the VPL. So these 2 players are really, everyone's going to want them in their Bundesliga and their BPL team, and they're going to be a solid investment. See, I'm just testing the waters, just chucking out 1,300 coins on loads of Brosinskis, seeing if I can get a few back and then sell him on for like 1,900 coins. But yeah, and we got straight into a game. For some reason, I didn't show you the guy's team. This guy wasn't, he was quite a good player. He wasn't bad. He gets a chance there with Huddleston, long curling shot, not really too dangerous. And in the 32nd minute, get a nice little attack here, through with Ben Arthur. This is a goal all day long. No, it's not, because I'm not confident in my finishing. I do not know how to finish still, which is, it's costing me. It's costing me badly, because that should have been 1-0. And of course, straight from that, he gets through. Look at how slow Seamus Coleman is. This is why you need pacey fullbacks. And that is a stupid angle to score from. Why did you score from that angle? How many times in real life do you see people score from that angle? It's a very rare thing. It's kind of a 1 in 10 thing. But I have a feeling on this FIFA, that's going to be a 9 out of 10 fucking thing, which is stupid. My opponent here in the second half gets another nice chance, comes through with Mahrez, hits the post, and how about that for a miss? That's a goal kick. That was his striker, open net, 3 yards out, puts it wide. get him there with the old fake pro bono and the waka waka through to Dele Alli, hits the post. This is what I mean about my finishing. It's terrible. It's genuinely dreadful. I need to learn how to do it. But then in the 87th minute, my opponent was being a fucking bitch, sitting on park the bus counter attack, and we tackle him, ball straight back to him. I was like, yeah. I was hoping that he wouldn't be used to the new penalty system and that he'd completely fuck it up. We of course got the red card, but luckily I was absolutely 100% incorrect. He goes home, steps up with Rondon, looking to redeem himself for that 3-yard miss earlier. And perfect penalty. Hits the post and in. And that's how the game finished. And I was angry. I was very angry. He had a lot more shots from me there, but he was shooting from everywhere, all over the pitch, just trying to get corners and stuff. And it pissed me off. And we went out, picked up a couple more Brosinskis there. 1,300 coins, chucking them up for 1,800. You know, it's 500 coins now. That's not bad. I looked at Van Arnholt earlier and I just decided he was too expensive because after tax you were looking at a lot less profit than Brosinski. El Shaarawy is another player that I'm looking to invest in for excuse me, the full release of the game. He's probably going to be your go-to left winger in Serie A. I was looking at the others. You've got players like Mertens and Insigne. They don't have 5-star skills. And they're a lot less physical than El Shaarawy, which for me would take them out of the bracket. And their stats, even though they're a couple ratings higher, aren't much better. Picked up another Brosinski, another 500 coin profit there. Emre Can, looking at bidding on this one to get him now. Also looking at Dembele. This is another player I think Dembele will go up to kind of 30,000 coins come the full release of the game. And if I can pick him up now for kind of 16,000, I am so sorry. And that's a really good investment because that's like doubling your coins pretty much. Anyway, I played a single match, 1-0 against Colchester. That is how hard I'm finding it playing against beginner. Colchester are a 1-star team. I beat them 1-0 on beginner. It's surprisingly hard. Up to 15,000 coins. That's quite a good little amount to be on at the moment, I think. It's not bad. We've got our 16,000. I was like, yep, okay. Let's see what we've got on here. There's a Dembele there for 16,000. I was going to wait and see if I pick one up cheaper for a bid. I was hoping kind of 15k, realistically. I thought that might be a reasonable target. And I went out and I was looking at the other players I could potentially buy. Christian Eriksen there. But the problem with those players, there are so many good cams in the BPL that they tend to hold their value less. You're kind of looking at exclusivity. With Dembele, realistically, you're only looking at kind of Yaya Toure and Pogba that are similar sort of players. And Pogba's going to be, I don't even know how much he is. I might have to have a look later and be shocked. So I imagine he's well over 500k. That's just a guess. Or he will be when the game comes out. And Yaya Toure, he doesn't quite have the 5-star skills, and I don't think he's as well-rounded as Dembele this year. I think he's lost a bit of pace, a bit of defensive. He's still got his good passing shot and physical, but other than that, he's not great. So those are realistically, I think, the only 3 kind of box-to-box players that can play anywhere across the midfield, CDM, CM, centre attacking mid, in the BPL, which is why I'm thinking Dembele is quite a good investment. Still there, trying to get Chan. His price has gone up, so I missed the boat there. He went up to like 5.5k, I think. So I could have picked him up earlier for like 4,900. I didn't. But we get into another game, and I should not have played this game because I was still so pissed off from the bitch I played earlier. And we come up against Ginger FC. It's got a really good BPL team, really strong. Rashford, Martial, Mahrez, Fernando, Firmino, Xhaka, Rose, Smalling, Mustafi, Bellerin, and Butland in goal. That's a oh fucking hell! I'm dying. I've got the plague. It's a really good BPL team, and I was still angry from the game earlier, which you do not want to play FIFA angry because you are just so much worse. How about that? I really hope that headers do not become a thing again, because FIFA 14, when headers were broken, was shit. I give the ball up there from the goal kick. Thunderbolt from Firmino. Long shots just bore me, because you don't have to beat your man to take a long shot. I don't understand why they're so... EA seems to put them in the game to think they're so good, and at this point I'd just fallen apart. You know, my opponent was good, he was a good player, give him credit, but, you know, look, there you go, ball rolls in the box, try and pass it out, dick about, I marked that, but I just didn't get the angle right, he comes inside, I'm 3-0 down in the 18th minute, absolute nightmare, and I thought this game was over, but the second half, in the 54th minute, we get a good chance. Breaking down the wing with Mahrez. I've been struggling to break down this guy. He was a good opponent. Get him with the little chop inside. Get lucky there. There seems to be a lot of goals in FIFA. You get lucky this year. But the comeback was not meant to be. And it finished 3-1. I mean, he beat me deservedly there. I didn't play well at all. I was so angry. But we come out of that game there with 17,000 coins. Couple more Brosinskis. The old bros and hoes. Just bros. A lot of Brosinskis. He is like the crux of my trading tactic now. All my coins are going into Brosinski. And that is where we will end it for this episode. Thank you for watching. And I will talk to you later.